Well, get right into the Transformers news this week. Yeah, there's lots. Well, not tons, but there's a few cool things that popped up. Yeah, there's like a Walmart. I'm pretty sure this is a leak. It's not 100% which figures are happening for sure, but it looks like there's a Cup, a Jazz, and a Blurr for the what is that line called? I always mess it up. The Studio
Yeah.
Series line. It's gonna have the Studio Series 1986 style line. So it's gonna be a Cup, a Jazz, and a Blur maybe is what people are thinking. And of course this Slag I think just dropped, or is
Yeah.
it? Yeah, the Triceratops. So from the Dinobots, and they're thinking he might be in the 1986 style of the Studio Series. So.
Yeah. I mean, but the prices that they're showing for these, I mean, well, probably
American.
tentative prices, yeah, in American, that's at least it shows that it's something that, it can be bought. It's not like
Well, the
these are
thing is,
all
it's misleading. Is ours are jacked up, though. We pay $7 or $8 more than they do,
right, yeah. But I mean,
plus
even
the
if you,
plus the regular conversion.
yeah.
So that's like I know people that pay 18 for those, but I don't know. I think they're like already $37 before tax here or something.
Yeah, well, I mean, being Canadian has its benefits, but this is not
Hmm.
one of them. But yeah, like it's still, so how big are these figures going to be? Are just the regular five and a
Deluxe.
half inch?
Yeah, I think they'll be like deluxe. It says on the one.
Okay.
I'm not 100% sure, but yeah, they should be. I don't know, like pretty good size. I'd say yeah, like the 6 inch or whatever, because
Yeah.
they should fit in with that kind of crowd. And then like yeah, they've never done a Jazz or a Blur or a Cup masterpiece, so
Mm-hmm.
this is gonna be kind of like their take on that, even though because these are trying to be kind of masterpiece or like as realistic to the cartoon as possible, which Masterpiece is pretty much doing. So these
Yeah.
are like a budget masterpiece line with figures they haven't even done yet. Same with the new Slag, the Dinobot. They have
Yeah.
Grimlock coming out. I mean, they've done Grimlock, but still.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see the transition between the studio series being from the Michael Bay movies into these figures. Like, it'll
I
be
know.
it's kind of weird to like show this, like have a rebranding like that, right?
Yeah, well, the
It,
figures are rebranded, but they're trying to keep that brand though, the Studio Series going, giving it life because the Generations they've added on to it. It was the classics, now it's Generations, now it's
hmm
and this line, it's like it was petering out because they only have like 15 more or whatever it is Michael Bay figures left to do.
Yeah,
And then what? We're just gonna kill the line that has like line loyalty.
yeah, no, exactly.
And the Unicron coming out, they want to get all these 86 figures out. I'm guessing, or people are
Yeah,
speculating.
yeah. No, it'll be nice to see. Well, if I ever see them in the store, it'll be nice to see this switch over because these are kind of figures I would want to buy. Those Michael Bay ones, like I would never purchase them. So I mean, like it's
Hmm.
nice to see like something in the pipeline that's viable for a wider audience, and you know what I mean. It's
Hmm. Yeah, I wasn't sure about it too at first, but then like yeah, if they're doing like masterpiece style, like of more affordable and figures that we never got in that line, and just like yeah, more like you said, not Michael Bay style, not the weird like organic Transformers. We're getting more of the block heads, right?
yeah, yeah, yeah. It'll be
Who
neat to see
knows?
the designs of these and how how new are these designs going to be. Like this is one of those things where I'm just like waiting and waiting and waiting for any kind of picture of anything to come up, right?
Yeah, no, especially because we were talking earlier about the Jazz, Porsche, they don't have the rights to. I'm not sure what angle they're gonna do there, but Jazz or Cup, he's just a Cybertronian truck, and then Blur's just a Cybertronian something. So
Yeah.
that'll be fine. But yeah, like you said, I think that Cyclonus that we saw in the other discussion video, the Cyclonus was part of this line, so like that kind of gives you a hint because it didn't have like they didn't have these like really square edges like Earthrise and Siege, right?
Right. Yeah, yeah, yeah. They're really streamlined and
Mm-hmm.
smooth in places where they should be smooth. So
Yeah.
yeah, I'm really interested in seeing these. I'm kind of stoked. This is one of those things where it's like I don't buy Autobots, but this is one of those situations where it's like, well, I may compromise my principles if they look like they looked in the TV show or cartoon, right?
Yeah, and you're getting like swoop and like I mean they didn't do a swoop, but like you're getting the
Hmm.
Dinobots and like I don't know. I've grown more to the Autobots more lately too. It's crazy. Like I do like Decepticons more, but there's something about some Autobots. I'm like, oh, okay, I see more of the appeal.
Yeah. Yeah, no, me too. Like I'll look at them in the store and I'll think, "Oh God, do I really want this?" And it's like, well, no, but if I see them on clearance, I don't have any problem buying them.
Yeah, and like I am always. It's weird that I would like Decepticons more just because they turn into cooler things. I thought as a kid because I've always been more of like the person with on the good side of things more like like on
Hmm.
some of the good people. Not every obviously line, but I always like I like the good people, but the Decepticons, it's a toss up between both. Both are kind of doing bad things anyways to each other, so
Well, no, that's the thing.
continuing ongoing war. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah. I mean that is why I like the Decepticons more is because they turn into cooler things. I mean,
Right?
like, their plans are all really, really lame. And so I mean, like I couldn't like them for their creativity because
Mm.
they don't have any, but like, they all, if something turns into a jet, I'm down.
Yeah, and like a tape cassette and like sets jumping out that had their own personalities,
Oh
people
yeah.
turning into people, lasers, jets. It's kind of dinosaur like big cities that turn into dinosaurs. Kind of hard not to like them.
Yeah, no, exactly. A car is a car. You know what I mean? It doesn't matter whether it's a Jeep or a Volkswagen or what it does. They're just all cars. They can all, just drive around. But
Hmm.
like, yeah,
Yeah, this looks good, man. I'm so stoked on that new Slag that they're showing too. Like if we're getting it like a Slag, excuse me, from from the movie and like the other Dinobots and just like, I'm down for a new Cup and another Blur. I mean, whatever. I want to see it. Like is like you said, like this line is close to the movie accurate as possible.
yeah, it would be great. I can't wait for this.